Linear Fisheries Brasenose One. This lake is a special one, reason being you probably got excess of 530s in here. You probably got 40-50 carp, over 40 pound in here, not to mention the Beast of Brasenose, which can at some points in the year tip the scales to 54 pound. Right, so yesterday we got here. Main reason for turning up yesterday, which is because we knew B1 was opening on a Friday. The lake's been closed all week for maintenance, so we kind of wanted to get first dibs of a first swim of our choice. 4 or 5 hours we managed to do in the end on Hardwick. Did a couple of hours there and I managed to nick one, a 26 pound scaly banger.
Come over, just chuck a couple of rods out each. I've done a solid bag and a 10-foot zig, and we just sat there chatting. Cory sleeping in his chair like he does, and solid bag went off. Quite a slow take really, but yellow magic bean, mini mix, and we haven't taken this thing off correctly, but it's probably going to be about 26 pounds. Yeah, my biggest ever fish out of Hardwick, the third ever fish out of Hardwick and Smiths, and a happy man me, so yeah.
So I managed that one yesterday, solid bag, mini mix, and the one and only yellow fish magic bean. I didn't have no dust on me at the time, no flat spots, just because I only took limited stuff over to the peg with me because we was only doing a couple of hours, so it was just bare minimal, all that I needed, mini mix and a magic bean, and it caught me a fish, 26 pound, and I think that is the biggest fish I've ever had out of Hardwick as well, so that is that. And now I'm on B1, like I say, so we are in the swim. So we did a B1 social. If any of you haven't watched that video, I'd highly suggest you go and watch that video, which will be on the channel. But I'm fishing in the peg that Connor fished in. Luke's fishing in the peg that me, Ben and Tom and Steve all bivvied up in. And my mate Cory's in the swim to the left of me, which Theo's fished in. So we're on the point swim of B1. There was a few fish showing. We've got northwesterly, which is blowing down to the shallows. So kind of in a, I say prime area, but an area where I'm happy. If the fish are only showing once or twice, it kind of puts me in an area where I think they're going to turn up over the course of the 2 days. Rods are out, bait is out. So when we had our B1 social, we had these planes that were flying over, shooting fireworks off the wings. And we sat outside chilling earlier. Started hearing this concert that was going on, or something going on in the background quite far behind B2, and these fireworks, man, I mean massive ones just filling the sky. It was crazy. I mean, I'll get Steve to put some bits up on the screen now, but yeah, that was a good 20-minute display, so that was interesting. Oh, there we go, that's what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted there. All that footage for that there. Whoa. That's made it worth it now. Wow. Oh jeez. Oh my god, mate. Hopefully now tonight we can maybe nick a bite. We've got 3 of us here, so it's a good chance. Fish are here, hopefully they're feeding. Put a little bit more bait out as well. I'm going to leave that now. Got just enough spod mix in there for probably 5 more spoms. If I do get a bite tonight, I can get 5 more spoms out pretty quick. If the baited area doesn't work tonight, or the zig doesn't work tonight, because I had that out pretty much all day as well, then the solid bags will come and play tomorrow, which confidence this year has built a bit more on them. But yeah, so I'm going to tie 4 of them up. We've got 4 different colour magic beans on, all fruit in white, orange, pink and yellow. And yeah, I'm going to tie some bags up now so they're ready for tomorrow. It's a shame I can't be showing you a fish just yet, but time, we've got plenty of time. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a rod missing off there. Looks like a nice one. I'll have to get this out now and show you. It is freezing, but it's got a fish and a blank saver. Yes. Cory's come running over to my tent. saying I've got one in the net, I've got one in the net. And yeah, it's his left hand rod, baited spot, orange magic beam with a few maggots tied on top. But not only has he got a fish in his net, do you want to tell me how big it is, Cole?
31.
31 pounds, so new PB for him again. He's been out 3 times this year with me, beat his PB now every single time he's come out. He went 24, 27, 28 and now a 31, but absolute banger, mate. We'll get this back then. Cory has just had a fish. He lost the first fish of the session earlier this afternoon as well, and he's already gone and broken his PB again. So Cory has just had a kid, so priorities where they are. Kid comes first. He's not been able to get fishing as much as this year, so we went out at the start of the year. We did a lake up by us and he had a 24 pound, and then I think it was September time he asked me if we could come up here for a day session, so I brought him up to B1, started in peg 1, got himself a PB there at 27 pounds, seen a few fish showing on the other side, moved around to pretty much not far off where we are now, and he bagged himself a 28 pounder then as well, so broke his PB twice in that session. Then he wanted to come back up here, of course, no brainer, if he's catching PBs, why wouldn't he? And it's been a bit of a tough session, to be fair. Setting up in the pouring down rain this morning, he's having crack-offs, you know, everything that can go wrong went wrong. So it's been a bit of a tough start for him, and I did think, you know, if it could go, fish could go first to anyone, if it went to him, it'd kind of give him that relief. So I'm happy for him. And yeah, a new PB, 31 pound, his first ever 30 pound carp. And yeah, what can ask for much more, so well done to you, Cool. And now 3 o'clock, so he's just told him to get 5 more spots back on the spot and then basically get back into bed, ready for the rest of the night now. So he's put a fresh rig back out, orange magic bean again, couple maggots on the top. Told him just put 5 more spots and he's ready to go again. So hopefully next time we can touch base, I'm sat here holding my own carp. Well, good morning. I'd like to give you an update with time, but I ain't got a clue because my phone is dead. So I'm guessing it's gone past 8 o'clock, but my phone is currently on charge, so I ain't got a clue. But the wind's coming into us this morning. Nice for a bite, but yet these bad boys down here still, bobbins ain't dancing on them. But the fish are showing, and clearly showing to the left of us down here, which Cory is down there. Cory had it on his left rod, and the fish are still showing slightly left, but they have been out here showing quite a bit. There's been some out there, there's been some over there showing, not as much. You just got the odd 1 or 2 over there, but down to this left, they are showing. Change of tactics, because I have got, do excuse the muddy bivvy rigs. This is just a spinner rig that was ready for last night, but yeah, tied up 4 solid bag rigs ready to be made into solid bags today. Come on, something's gotta happen, right? Maybe the solid bags can bail me out on this session as well. Last night I fished 2 on a baited area and 1 zig at 6 foot. Also tried 8 foot throughout the day as well, but nothing for me. So the fish are clearly showing down this end of the lake, so they are, as time goes on, you're seeing more and more show in front of me and pushing out towards Luke, but not what it's like showing down that end of the lake. It is crazy, but it is what it is. Hopefully with time they can push up. But this morning's been a bit of a change up, so I've put a zig back out on my left rod. Only difference now, I've brought it from 6 foot up to 10 foot and just switched it around. Basically last time I had a black liner with red foam, this time I've gone red liner with black foam. I like to kind of use black when I'm up in the layers. If I'm getting down in that deeper water, then I like to switch to a bit of red. But yeah, so that's that one. Middle rod is straight back out, this time with a pink washed out OG fish popper, 15mm, with a couple of maggots on top of that. And then the right hand rod, well, seeing as I did catch a fish on Hardwick on a solid bag, caught me a quick bite, can it do me a quick bite again? That is the question. So therefore a solid bag has gone on the right hand rod, so only time can tell now, can't it really? So I think Cory's now got all his rods out, so he's promised me, he's cooking me a breakfast this morning, sausage, bacon, scrambled egg, beans. So I'm pretty sure I'll put the camera down now, and the next time you're going to see me, so Cory, the ex-chef, is going to be chefing me up a breakfast. I'm excited for it, so yeah, I'll see you then. Hey, come here you.
Me and Luke were just stood on the swim next door. We've seen a couple of fish flick their heads out far, and I had a 10-foot zig and probably about 15 to 18 wraps out, so I reeled that in and I whacked it out there as far as I could pretty much with this rod, and I wouldn't even give it 5 minutes and it's just gone off. So yeah, I've been playing it now for about 3-4 minutes. Hopefully I can get my first fish on the bank at the B1 this weekend. Hopefully I can join Cory on the leaderboard.
Don't often see carp like this in B1, but I don't mark my words on it, but I'm pretty sure that is a 30 that Ben had a couple months back off the surface on this lake. So it's definitely a 30, it feels a 30, but rod's back out. Gotta get this fish out now. Hopefully I got my first 30 of the session. Never know, might have a bigger one than him. First fish for me on B1, and a fish that I'm happy with. I mean, if you look at that, a lot of fish in here look the same. This one definitely doesn't. So we had a zig out this morning. I put one up back up to 10 foot and had it a bit closer in. So I decided to chuck it a bit further out after I seen a few fish show, one after the other. And I mean, it wasn't even 5 minutes and the rod went off. So 10-foot zig, saved the blank. Cory's had one now, so we just need Luke to get one. He's getting his zigs out now as well. I think we're all going to change to 10-foot zigs. Hopefully we can all bag a few between us, but I'll put this down now to show you the other side, which is probably even better. Well, there we go, there's the other side. Even better looking than the other side, but yeah, buzzing. Give me a good old fight as well, to be fair, but almost took my other 2 rods out, managed to save it and get this beast in the net. I say 29-13, I thought it was a 30, didn't quite make it, but nevertheless, look like that, who cares, eh? There we go, look at that. Wow, he's taking his time, he's not in a rush. Nice. Yeah, I thought it would have been a 30, but nevertheless, never had a fish like that out of B1 myself. I've seen a few bangers out. Ben had one off the top, which I can get Steve to put on the screen now. It was a scaly banger. I almost thought it was that fish, but this one was a little bit underweight compared to that one, but almost just as good as looking. Almost. I still give Ben the better looking fish, but it was up there with it. Yeah, I literally put a 10-foot zig out this morning, as I said, but it wasn't that far out. I stood on my mate's swim. 4 fish showed probably within 2 minutes, just past my spot, so decided to get that straight on top of them as quick as I could. And I'm not even kidding you, I would have give it 3 minutes. I put the bobbin on, stepped foot back on my mate's swim to the right of me, and it's pulled up tight. So give me quite a good fight as well, to be fair. Played like a big one. Obviously 29-13, that's still a big carp, but yeah, I thought it would have just got over that 30 barrier, but nevertheless, I'm happy. I got a smile on my face. Cory's had his PB at 31. Luke's now just got a catch next door, which I'm sure he will. He's got 3 10-foot zigs on now, so it's looking good for it. We've still got 24 hours from now. It's 12 o'clock today on Saturday, and I'll be leaving 12 o'clock tomorrow, Sunday lunchtime. So yeah, I'm going to put this camera down for a bit now. Me and Cory are going to pop out to the shop in a bit. And yeah, when I come back, it's probably going to be 3 10-foot zigs straight out there till this evening. can't seem to get a bite off the bottom, but yet again Cory did last night, so I will be still having at least a solid bag out tonight. So yeah, for now, let you be, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Rods back out on zigs, so I've got 2 10-foots and 1 11. As soon as I had that fish on a quick bite on a 10-foot zig, I'd be silly not to put all 3 on zigs and try and get another quick bite. So that'll be me now till this evening, and then tonight my plan of action is I'm going to leave 2 10-foot zigs on, bring the 11-foot zig in, put that back onto a bottom bait on the baited spot tonight, just topped up with another 4 spoms now. I'll leave that then till probably about just before dark, so say 5 o'clock, another 3 spoms and get that bottom rig out, which will probably just be the same again as always, trim down pop up or a magic bean, topped off with a couple of maggers. Especially this time of year, I like to introduce my naturals on top of my hook baits, just to give yourself that bigger and better edge on the bank really. But yeah, so temperature's starting to drop again a bit now. It warmed up a bit, the sun come out, but it's gone flat calm now for the first time today, and it's looking good. It is looking good. Just hoping now, I mean, Cory's had one, a PB, I've had one, probably the best, not probably, is the best looking fish I've ever had at a B1. Now hopefully just Luke can catch one to the right of me, but until then I'm going to put this camera back down now and just chill out for a bit really, enjoy the evening. It was meant to rain this evening, now it's not. So yeah, I'm just going to really just make the most of it. It's getting cold, that temperature's dropping pretty quick, but since I had that fish on a 10-foot zig earlier, nothing at all. I mean, I've got all 3 on 10-foot, well, as it stands, all of us have got 10-foot zigs on, some of them ranging down to 9 and 11, but yeah, I mean, that's 9 rods, all zigs, and no action since, so I will definitely now be keeping 1 10-foot zig out tonight, but I'll possibly even drop that down to 8, maybe a little bit less. But these, it's not often I fish solid bags, but they have done me bites in the past. But we just got the OG mini mix, yellow magic bean there, and then what I've done is put a few maggots in there, but kind of make them PVA friendly maggots by soaking them in the flat spot and then covering them in the magic dust. Look at that. That's a bite. Right, well, Cory's made fajitas tonight, and they're not any old your normal one anyway, that's for sure, because my mouth is on fire. I've had one and I think I've tapped out already, but him on the other hand,
It's spicy.
He's enjoying them. Fire's about to die, but hopefully, not that you can see much, it's pretty flat calm out there, so hopefully we can get a few fish tonight. I'm going to let him enjoy the rest of that, because I can't hack that spice. And hopefully next time you see him is with a 40-pounder. What do you reckon, Cole? I've had my food. We had some nice fajitas. Well, I say nice, spicy, a bit too spicy for me. But yeah, managed to eat 2 of them. And yeah, the rods are out, 2 solid bags and 1 zig. So I'm happy with that. I've introduced a little bit more bait. I'm just going to leave it as that now really. So I'm just going to get tucked up in bed, put something on YouTube, have a little chill out, and then hopefully just get woken up with a 1 toner, which would be nice. I mean, the one Cory had last night was just 2 bleats pulled up tight and that was it. The zig I had earlier pulled up tight, then pulled out a little bit of line, but I'm waiting for that 1 toner where it's going to be a big 40 on the other end of it. So hopefully, just hopefully, not only can Luke bag one tonight, so that means we can all go home with a fish, but hopefully we can all get a few more in the net between me and Cory. Another 30, 12:40, Beast of Brasenose. I'll take the Beast. Well, good morning. You join me tucked up in bed, nice and warm. It's cold, it's wet, it's been raining last night. It started about 1-2 o'clock this morning. But yeah, no fish, nothing for me, nothing for Cory, and nothing for Luke. Cory obviously nicked one on the first night, that being his PB. And I managed to nick that scaly banger yesterday, which is the best looking fish I've ever had at a B1. But I'm going to leave the rods out till about 8. And then what I'll do is I'll bring in them 2 solid bags that have been out all night, and then all 3 rods will be going on zigs ready for that time. The fish started showing yesterday morning in front of us, and I think I had my fish about 10 o'clock, so it gives me 4 hours with zigs before I start packing up ready to leave for 12. But it's pretty moody out there. It's misty, it's flat calm, it's just like I say, cold and wet. It's not that nice out there today, so I'm just gonna kind of sit back and hopefully I can just nick another one before we go. But for now I'm going to put this camera back down because my hand is getting cold holding this camera up at the moment. And yeah, just going to chill out till 8 now, watch the water, see if I can see any fish show. And if I do see any fish show, I'll be doing exactly what I did yesterday, and that's casting a rod to it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get a take as quick as I did yesterday. That has got to be... I've had some quick bites up Linear, but that has got to be up there with them putting the bobbin on, and like I say, not even 2 minutes the rod's gone off. So come on, let's see what we can do.
Cory's cooking breakfast in there. Didn't end up having breakfast yesterday, but we've got loads today now. So I've got bacon and sausage roll with no ketchup because it's in the van and I can't bother to go and get it. But it's about 10:30 now, and it's not long until the rods will be coming in. We've got about another hour and a half, and then I'll be reeling them in, get home, ready for work tomorrow. But it's been a good session no matter what. Cory broke his PB and his first ever 30-pound carp. I've had my best looking carp I've ever had at a B1. Almost a 30, but not quite there, a couple ounces off. But yeah, it's been a successful trip, if you ask me. But I'm going to sit down now, enjoy this, and I'll touch base before I go. The van is all packed and ready to go. It's been a good session, this one, for me personally, and for my mate Cory. Yes, we didn't catch mass amounts of carp, but Cory only gets out a couple of times a year now, commitments, new baby. So when he did get out, it was nice for him not only to catch a carp, but for him to catch a PB, but also a 30-pound carp. I'm buzzing for him, honestly. So Cory, when you see this, mate, well done on that one again. And yeah, myself, I managed to get a 29-pound 13-ounce absolute B1 banger, and it's something I've said. Spoke to Ben on the phone and T, and they've never seen this carp themselves personally, or photos posted on social media of this carp at a B1. Same going with the one that Ben had. So a while ago he was up on B1 doing some surface fishing, and I get Steve to stick it on the screen right now, but Ben had this absolute banger, 32 pounds, and even the guys at Linear who run the social said they've never seen that carp come out of the lake. So it's a mystery carp in there still, so there's plenty more to catch. But that is me done here for now. It's raining. I'm going to get this camera away before I get it too wet. But if you have liked this video, make sure you hit that like button. Get down in the comments, let me know where you want me to fish next. And what I've done, is there anything I could do next time that you'd like to see? I don't know, maybe how to tie this, how to tie a solid bag, maybe zig rigs. Get down in the comments, let me know what you want me to see. And yeah, also do not forget to hit that subscribe button. So until next time, peace out.
Philosophy!